All right, guys. Hey, this is Coach Marcus Jones here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to tonight's. This is how we start and end our day, Monday evening or Monday night testimonials, call or Zoom. We do this every single Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and the Zoom link is one team, one dream, hangout.com. You should not be required to enter a passcode, but if you are, the passcode is Go One Team. So appreciate you guys for being here. If you are a guest or a prospect who is looking at the opportunities we have here with the Greener Gangs family of companies, go to Sign and Heart by Naturals. Comment in the chat and let us know if you are a guest and who invited you, and want to welcome all of our customers and all of our team members here. Appreciate you guys for being here to support this Monday night Zoom. This is the first Monday of the month of February. This is a short month, so make sure you guys are maximizing what you're doing in regard to your health. Okay, I have a guest from Massachusetts. All right. I'm a guest from Massachusetts. That's iPhone. What is your name, iPhone? So we can acknowledge you properly. Appreciate you for being here. And also, who invited you to tonight's discussion? Always like having guests. So, a little bit about myself. I've been with the company on 4 years Thursday. So Thursday, February 4th will be my 4 year anniversary. I signed up for free, just like most of you guys did. And that was one of the best business decisions I've made because this company has allowed me to generate over seven figures in income from this amazing opportunity. I do this part-time. I no longer work a job. I'm gainfully unemployed. That's what I don't say retired. Retired means you're not doing anything, right? So I'm gainfully unemployed because of the Greener Gangs family of companies. I'm healthier. And so I'm, as are my wife and daughter. My entire household uses the products, and it's been great. And like I said, been here 7 years. I'm an avid product user. Some days I use 67 products. Some days because there's some products that aren't daily use products, but they are amazing. Okay, iPhone, what's your name? And so we can just capture your name, and maybe so we can connect you with whoever shared this information with you. So what's that? So I'm healthier. Been with the company. I was able to April. Okay, so I was able to put my daughter through 4 years of college at Arizona State University. She graduated last May. She decides, hey, Daddy, I want to get my master's degree in business management leadership. Some I don't have the exact name of the program. So that's paid for. So her education is going to be over $100,000, probably around $110,000. That's all paid for because of the commissions I've earned here. Um, it's been great. So the companies are Go to Sana and Heart by Naturals, two separate companies under Green Organic. So they are both network marketing companies. Just to be clear, for those of you who are looking at the opportunity, these are network marketing companies, and people do network marketing every single day. Okay, but just don't get paid for it because for years, beginning in probably in childhood, we use things we like, it could be your favorite candy, right? Could be your favorite ice cream man, right? Or a liquor store. I grew up in the hood, so we had ice cream trucks and we had liquor stores, right? And some liquor stores had better candy and better soda, stuff like that. And so we would tell our friends about it. So we always like to share. We enjoy sharing things we like with people we know, but we don't get paid for that, right? I never the candy lady's house, she didn't pay me. The ice cream man didn't give me free ice cream. The liquor store, right? They didn't give me anything free. But with what we do, right, we get paid to buy, to use, and recommend products we like to people we know and people we care about. Okay, and so we are in the health and wellness space, and there are many people on here who have used the products and they've seen their health conditions either improve. Some people's health conditions have reversed. or there's people aging backwards. And so we don't make any medical claims, never, because we're not governed by the FDA. And our products are not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease or health conditions. And these are our supplements for the consumable products. And then we have household products as far as cleaning the house, washing your clothes, deodorant, soap powder, soap bars, tooth powder, essential oils. We have all that on Godasana. Heart Mind Naturals is primarily supplements and superfoods with some non-consumable products like the magnesium oil sprays, which are wonderful. We have lots of products with HBN. So between the two companies, over 300 products. They're organic, they're non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, keto-friendly, and they're not tested on any animals. Additionally, okay, y'all give April some love. I met her on the phone. Okay, so April, Coach Charlotte is the person that introduced you to this call. Coach Charlotte is one of our six-figure earners here. So you have connected with the perfect person to help you get started with us. We have at least two six-figure earners on here, and there are more people up and coming. Okay, so thanks April for hopping on. Miss Charlotte, she'll be able to get you started right. But you definitely have come to the right meeting, the first work day of the week. But where was I? The company, our manufacturing facility is FDA certified. The company owns it, okay, and is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. Our founder, her name is Paula Scarcella. The company's 15 years, as far as Green Organics, will celebrate 15 years in business on August 11th this year. So write that down or type that in the chat. August 11th, 2026 will be Green Organics' 15-year anniversary. Now, we all know most businesses don't make it past, what, 5 years? If that, 5 years, right? So 15 years and counting. We'll get to 15 years. The reason why is because GoDasana launched in 2012. So GoDasana was not a network marketing company. It was initially set up for practitioners to buy the oils and white label the oils and sell them to their clients. Okay. And then in 2017, 2 years before I joined, HBN was launched because of Paula's husband, Ben, was diagnosed with a condition called vasculitis. And Alexander Brighton, who's our formulator, she had this formulation called Mind, Body, and Soul. She recommended Ben use those products, and he did. And within 10 weeks, his vasculitis health condition reversed itself. So and people saw Ben's condition and they were asking for the products. Paula was sharing them with her family and friends and decided to start HBN in 2017. So HBN is a multi-million dollar debt-free company, grew by over 300% during the pandemic because back then, I don't know if you remember in 2020, people are masked up, people wanted to get their immune system stronger, and they recognize HBN has some of the highest quality, purest, potent plant-based products that actually work. And black seed oil, which launched in June 2019, that's probably our number one product. Okay, because black seed oil can be used internally. You can put it in use it with your food. You can also add it to your beauty treatments, right? And it boosts your immune system naturally. But black seed oil has 101 known benefits. Known. Okay, there's probably more, but as far as scientifically, research, there are 101 known ones, and you can go to PubMed.gov and you can check it out. And for those of you who are in the testimonials group, make sure you check out the updated product information page for Black Seed Oil. Lots of and lots of information on there. And so that's the first product information page that has been updated with that type of information. More are coming, just so you guys know. So with that being said, there is an income opportunity here. And so you are able to earn income for buying and using and recommending our products. And if something's benefiting you, doesn't make sense if you're using something, a product, a soap, a tooth powder without fluoride and chemicals, or a cleaning product that doesn't have chemicals, or laundry detergent We're not putting chemicals in your clothes that gets into your skin that causes all kind of stuff. If you're getting healthier, what doesn't it make sense to share the information with people you love and care about? Right? That's all that's what we do. That's all we do. And so we just happen to get paid for it. All right. So but I appreciate you guys being here tonight. So I see Jessica and Natasha have their hands raised. Let me read what Dee Dee wrote, just cut my lip and use it to seal it up a couple hours ago. Yeah, black oil is wonderful. When I shave my head, I'm bald. Sometimes I let my razor get too dull. Okay, and I'll cut myself. I use black seed oil in our TLC ointment to help heal that cut. All right, so that's an amazing product. So Tiara, do you want me? Let me before we get Jessica and Natasha. Tiara, do you want to read the testimony you sent me, or do you want me to read it? You can comment in the chat. Let me know, and I can have you on mute, or I can share it. It's up to you. Okay, okay. All right, so I'll go first, right? And so this is a product testimonial. So this isn't the normal format we've been having with how we start our day with one product and how we end our day. But Tiara has a customer, all right, and shared and texted me an amazing testimonial. Her name is Kirsten, okay, and she says she uses Slimmer Max, which is our Man, Slimmer Max is amazing, right? The Slimmer Pro is good too, but I mean, sorry, Kirsten uses Slimmer Max. She uses our Slimmer Drops. Okay, who uses those? If you guys have used those and got results, just comment in the chat. She uses Gut Check. Okay, and thank TR for really, really letting people know how effective Gut Check is. I drink it every day. It's amazing for your gut and digestive system. She also uses the lemon, right? The lemon oil, okay, and beetroot max. Okay, Beetroot Max. So that's what she uses. Those are our main products. She says I take regularly, although I've used many of the other amazing products that are available. The Slimmer Drops are an essential. I add 2 drops of Slimmer oil to my water bottle for me. This is my story. That that suppresses my appetite. I have to make myself eat just from drinking the Slimmer oil. She says she never want to be without them. The Slimmer oil, with consistent use, I've noticed less bloating, more energy, less inflammation, and better gut health. That's what these products are designed to do, right? The companies focus on outcomes. Okay, welcome to the call. Shirley, okay, so Charlotte has 2 guests. Welcome, Shirley. Right then, let me see. She says, although the scale hasn't moved yet, I have lost inches. That's key. Guys, sometimes the number on the scale is not telling the story when it comes to releasing fat. Okay. If you're losing inches and the scale's not moving, that's perfectly fine because what's happening, you're having what's called body recomposition. So you're releasing fat, however, you're gaining muscle. So if you notice your clothes are getting looser, but the number on the scale is not going down, that's fine because you rather have more muscle mass because your muscle mass helps to keep your metabolism faster. And that's coming from me being a certified personal trainer. That's one of my things I picked up over the years. So let me finish reading what Kirsten told Message TR. She says, I certainly feel the difference if I don't drink the products, so I know it's working. You definitely can know if you go a day or two without using the products, okay, you will be able to tell by that second day, right? That the something's just not right. Okay, like for me, I ran out of fulvic acid 2 days ago. Ran out. I thought I had an extra bottle wrap in my pantry because you know how the company wraps them in that bubble wrap and that foam. I thought that bottle back there was fulvic acid. It turns out it's a bottle of black seed oil, and we already know I don't have as many bottles of black seed oil as Coach Seymour does, but I have a lot, and so I'm like, oh man, my fulvic's gone. So now I'm without fulvic until it arrives this week. So anyway, she says, let me see. I never want to be without it. My next vacation, the products will be coming with me. That's what I like about these products is how portable they are, right? You can pack them in your suitcase. I carry mine in my carry-on. I don't trust the airline, so when I travel, I don't put them in my suitcase because if my suitcase gets lost, then I'm gonna be without my products. So I keep mine in my carry-on, except for the liquids because they're too big. I put those into a smaller spray bottle that's TSA compliant. So thank you, TR, for sharing that with me. She just shared that just before we started the Zoom. So let me go ahead and see what people have said. Then we'll get Jessica. Then we have Natasha, and then Charlotte. Someone I saw some things. Fulvic, yeah, Dee Dee's kids love the Fulvic. Yeah, people hate being without the products. I thought I saw some stories. Jessica's glasses are looser on her face. Dee Dee, 2 drops slimmer oil is good in water. For her, daily occurs her appetite, and she had to check inches too because the scale wasn't going down. And I saw iPad, who's iPad 2. I've released 47 pounds. And then Greta says slimmer oil, slimmer max and slimmer oil. And then Miriam has released 120 pounds, right? So which is amazing. All right. So and then there's another guest. Eureka has a guest. Welcome, Eureka. Welcome, Dana. Right. When I have another Lillian. Okay, there's a lot of guests tonight. So we have Chimery. She's with Eureka, and then we have Dana with Lillian. So thank you for appreciate you for being there. Oh, that's Jerry. Yeah, Jerry in Baltimore, right? I got to change you guys' names. Jerry is down. I remember when Jerry partnered with us, he was the doctor tried to give him a negative diagnosis as far as being wanting to put him on medication for type 2 diabetes because his blood sugar was elevated and cholesterol was higher. Jerry was like, nope, I'm not doing that. And so he started using the products. A1C went down, cholesterol went down, and he's also now 40 pounds and counting. So the products work. They're not on trial. So welcome everybody. Let me get Jessica up. Let me ask you, go ahead. You should be able to unmute yourself, Jessica, and I'm gonna try to be names for people. You can go
Oh,
ahead.
good evening, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Before I share my what I start my day with and what I end my day with, I wanted to give a product testimonial from one of my customers. Over Christmas, I gave my sister-in-law some products, for Christmas, and we talked to her Friday. I think it was Friday or Saturday, and she goes, "That allergy relief go-go stick is a game changer for me." She's been, with this weather has been going up and down. She lives in Georgia. With the weather going up and down, she's like so thankful for that. So she's happy it's given her relief and being able to breathe and everything. So, um, how I start my day now that we have it back, Nova. Got to start my day with Nova coffee for the last couple of days. Nova has was one of the products that contributed to my weight release of 30 pounds and counting. So I'm grateful to have that back. It keeps me calm and focused, and it's not bitter. It's just smooth and just tastes really good. And then how I end my day, which is in this product, is in this cup right now, is my uh one of them is Gluco Protect. I've been using the Gluco Protect. It's helped to curb my appetite in the evening after, wanting to get those late night snacks and everything. So, and it tastes just like a regular, like a soup broth. It's really good. And especially on these cold nights, it's really relaxing and just warms your body up.
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing your sister's experience using the allergy relief. That's one I use that every night before going to bed. So I don't snore when I keep my wife up, and so that's amazing, amazing go-go stick. That's one of we call it a cosmetic product. I'm trying to find one of my go-go sticks here. So this is a go-go stick, and so our allergy relief is a go-go stick. It's an essential oil nasal inhaler. And these are organic essential oils, not synthetic. So your brain recognizes this as soon as you inhale it, it goes to work. Okay. And it's amazing how fast and how long it works. But algae relief is one of my favorite ones. I like it. It opens me up. And so I keep my nasal passages clear throughout the night. So I'm not surprised your sister had a good experience. And then you drink Nova. That's not the first product, but that's one of the first products I drink after I drink water, right? If you
Mhm.
guys are out there who are coffee drinkers, drink water first. You want to have your hydration first and then have your caffeine, right? And so I was so happy Nova has returned, and I savored that cup of coffee this morning. And I tried, doing the mushroom coffee, and I thought the mushroom coffee was good, and I kind of forgot how good Nova tastes and how you feel until today. And so, no, that mushroom coffee is to me, I'm never drinking that unless around Nova. I ain't ever drinking that mushroom coffee again because it cannot touch Nova. And then we're having Java Slimmers back too. But so that is how I start my day in the morning with Nova, and then Gluco Protect. I'm like you, Jessica. I'll drink mine at nighttime, especially tonight. My daughter made. Have you guys heard of the Dubai chocolate? Everybody heard of that?
Yeah.
She made these. I'll have to take a picture. She made these chocolate Dubai soft cookies.
Mm.
She made all handmade, and so I'm definitely going to drink my Gluco Protect, right after I eat that because Gluco Protect helps your blood sugar from spiking. All right. And so, and one of the keys to reducing your chances of disease is managing your blood sugar. You keep your blood sugar levels stabilized and keep them from spiking and crashing. That right there can help to prevent a lot of diseases we have going on. Right. So that's why I like Glucoprotect. And Glucoprotect is also one of the products that has the essential vitamins and minerals the body needs. And we have five products that provide, 990 of the body's essential vitamins and minerals. Just five. You take five of those each day, you're going to meet 90 of the body's essential vitamin and mineral needs. So thanks, Jessica, for sharing that. Okay.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
So I got a comment on one of my reels about the coffee, and it was one of the people I knew in Pennsylvania when I was living there, and she asked me about mushroom coffee, and I said, mushroom coffee doesn't even touch this. This is way better. So, and I'm speaking from experience. I had mushroom coffee when we were out of it. So, just I'm just so grateful it's back because it's definitely been a game changer. So,
Yep. Yeah, the mushroom coffee cannot it can't touch this at all. So, and I bought it. I have a lot. I'll have a lot of it left, so it's just gonna sit up there, and then I'll figure out maybe my wife. She's natural with her hair, and she uses coffee to dye her hair or something. Whatever maybe she'll use that to dye her hair. So I'm not drinking that stuff anymore. But thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it.
thank you.
All right, Natasha, let me get you to unmute. Then we have Miss Charlotte. Where's Natasha go? Did she drop off? Oh, there she go. Let me have you on mute, Natasha. Then we got Charlotte and then Marion. There you go.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. So the bar soaps are a given because, have to take care of myself every day. So for AM, it's the ACV berberine. Gotta have that. And I just love that because it curbs my appetite for the day. I have to remember to eat sometimes because it just has me going, energy, curbing the appetite. With that, I've lost 76 pounds to date. I have to get back on my regimen because it's been 2 months now and I'm just, level, which is great because, I haven't put it back on any of it actually, even being cabin fever for 2 weekends. Haven't put any on, and I've been eating. Not that I've been craving, just out of habit, just sitting here and I've just been eating, but haven't put any on, which is a good thing. And then how I end my night, water with the lemon MCT. I love how the way that tastes. And I might sometimes put it in pink grapefruit, and it tastes really great that way too. So that's how I start and end it.
Those are perfect combinations. And I know that we first met in Orlando, and I think I told this before. I don't comment on anybody's weight except for men. I will tell the fellas, hey man, your stomach is shouldn't be that size. You need to take care of that because that's a heart attack risk. But for ladies, I'm not commenting on any lady's weight. But for you, you are a lot smaller than you were when we met in Orlando. And so, and down 76 pounds. The Burberry ACV, that was the initial product we launched back when people were promoting those GLP-1 drugs, the Manjaro and the what's the other one, Wegovy and all those injections. And Ozempic, that was the one. So when Ozempic was big, right before all these GLP-1 drugs are out, Ozempic was the thing, and berberine ACV mimics Ozempic, except it doesn't have those negative side effects. It's not going to eat up your muscles and make you lose muscle mass, right? And have that Ozempic face. We've seen it, right? So that's a great product. I like how it tastes. I like the lemony ACV-ish cayenne pepper. I like that. And so my wife, she doesn't like that flavor, but I like it. And then the Lemon X MCT is great to take at night because it increases the calorie burn, okay, while you're at rest. So that's why I like it at nighttime, because if you take it as instructed, especially with you using with the pink grapefruit oil, that increases your calorie burn by 400 calories a day, up to 400 calories a day with Lemon X MCT. Now there are patented ingredients in that, okay, and there's that's why it works. So thank you, Natasha, for sharing that. Appreciate that. And someone says they love mushroom coffee. Well, if you love mushroom coffee, you are going to absolutely enjoy Nova because Nova is so smooth. My wife is a tea drinker, okay? But she drinks Nova because it's not acidic and bitter and doesn't cause it doesn't cause her any stuffiness, sneezing. Then Miriam said the mushroom coffee she was drinking, it triggered her sneezing, runny eyes, all that kind of stuff. So Nova is smooth. It is so good. But thanks, Natasha, for sharing that. Okay, appreciate that. Yeah, we also have Java Slim. Java Slim is back too, so that's our weight loss coffee, which is good stuff. Right, let me get Miss Charlotte. I got you to unmute, Miss Charlotte, and you can go ahead and share. And thank you for inviting your guests to get this information tonight. Appreciate that.
Well, you're gonna let me do a testimony too, right?
Go, yeah, we're good.
Okay. I start my morning off with my Nova coffee with the black seed oil. Then I fix my trilogy and I put all my bio minerals in my healing trilogy. That's in the morning. At night, I take my black seed oil before I go to bed. During the day, I take other items. I take a lot, just like you do. But I got to tell you about this. I was supposed to have a colonoscopy today. Yesterday, I had this big event I had to be at. I mean, it was awesome. They treated us just like real VIPs. I mean, they were walking around with the trays of these different hors d'oeuvres. Oh my God. I had an empty stomach because I had been on a liquid diet being prepared for this colonoscopy for today. So I said, dang, what a day not to eat. Man, them hors d'oeuvres look so good. Ooh, I said, okay, I'm just going to eat this. I'm just going to eat that. I had so many hors d'oeuvres. And then by the time dinner time came, oh, I looked at that food and everybody bring their plate back. I went and got me a big plate full too. And I said, what am I going to do? So last night when I got back, I went online and canceled my colonoscopy appointment. But what I had done is last year, when I was supposed to have my colonoscopy, I was so hungry about 10 o'clock, I ate. So I ended up having to come back again this year. And I know I was not going to be prepared for the day. So what I had been doing, I've been taking a double dose of the gut check. Man, that gut check works good. That liquid stuff that they gave me last year and those pills, it did not work for me. And I didn't take gut check last year, but I was so clean from taking all of that gut check. And I had been on that liquid diet, so I knew I was going to be good to go for the day. So I am clean, and I did not have a colonoscopy today. So I got to wait until May.
That's awesome. That's
That's all I
awesome.
got. Back to
All
you,
right.
Coach.
You thanks for sharing that. I think I saw that was a basketball team for your grandson, correct? I think I saw your pictures last night. So congratulations on your grandson being on the traveling basketball team, which is hard to do, where you have to be a pretty good athlete to get on a sponsored traveling basketball team. But Nova's great, Black Seal Oil, Mind, Body, and Soul. Those are my core products. And gut check. What I do with my gut check, I mix a scoop of that and I put a scoop of Soul in my gut check. I drink them together because they're both green, and that truly does work on your gut because there's probiotics in it. And I combine them with Soul just because Soul's also good for the gut. And like Miss Charlotte says, it really does go to work and helps to get your digestive system uh, cleaned out, right? But it's gentle, so it's not going to be something that's going to have your stomach upset, but it's something that definitely works. That's one of my favorite products. And Tiara was the one that reminded us of the value of gut check because when she was in the hospital, was bloated, and that she comes home, just has some stomach discomfort. Medication she took didn't work. She drank gut check. It just helped her stomach feel better. The bloating went down, and then she ended up being able to make it to our event in Nashville, which was great. So thank you, Miss Charlotte, for sharing that. I'm just reading the comments. Some people says Carolyn says she uses Fulvic Mind, GLP-1 system, Ocean Vitality, Beetroot Max, and also Gut Check. Those are all amazing. Just looking at, I thought I saw Lillian, somebody that came off of 75 medications. And so her husband Butch said his hip didn't bother him after as usual since he started Nova yesterday. And so those are some of the, Nova coffee. It's a coffee. It's a smart coffee, right? There's some healthy medicinal foods in it. Okay, and so there may be more benefits to it than we know, but I'm not surprised where Butch is saying his hip wasn't bothering him since he started drinking Nova, which is great. And then Karen says she likes it. She just drank it for the first time 2 days ago. Amazing product. So it's bottom of the hour. We have time for one. Did someone else have their hand raised before? I thought I saw one more person. That Miriam. We have one more, so we can go ahead. Let me get you on mute, Miriam. On Didi. Okay, we got Miriam and then Didi, and then I shall wrap it up.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, so quick how I start and end my day, and this is tied to a testimonial. So what I've been doing is the minerals every morning, and I've been telling my husband, say, hey, listen, we've got to take these minerals. These could help you with your Parkinson's. So we both have our little shot glasses, and I put in Beetroot Max, Ocean Vitality, Fulvic, Glucoprotect, and mine. And we've both been taking it, and I even give him his mind, body, and soul at that same time as well, just so he can get a little bit more. So we started Nova yesterday, the day before yesterday, and he went to the grocery store in the morning to pick up a few things, and he told me, he said, I noticed that um, I have not been, I had energy and I wasn't tired because apparently it causes him to be really tired a lot. He gets tired very easily. Because I felt like I could do everything in the store and not be tired, and I wasn't tired. So I'm like, I'm so excited just for him to say that, from taking the minerals and the Nova. So I'm hoping a great thing's going to happen for him in 90 days. We're going to be consistent with it, and I cannot wait to see what is going to happen with this, because it will be a game changer for him. It will be a
Yep.
game changer for him. But that, just for him saying that, I'm like, okay, we're headed in the right direction, I feel. So just wanted to
Yeah.
share that.
And do you have the frankincense go stick that he inhales?
Yes, he has that. Yep, he has
Perfect.
that. Keeps that with him, and
Perfect.
we have the oil. So,
Awesome.
but
That's good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, keep us updated on his results. So
Okay,
that's gonna be
I
great.
will.
Be a great
I will.
story. I had somebody message me. They have craving crusher, and then she said, well, it didn't really help her cravings. However, she had an attack, nose running, allergy just went off. She sniffed craving crusher, it stopped it. No sneezing, no watery nose, no itchy eyes. So that's what Craving Crusher did, and I sent that message to Paula. So that's just one of the benefits, and there may be another go-go stick being created as we speak. So once that comes out, we'll let you guys know. But thanks, Miriam. All right, Dee Dee, let me get Dee Dee, and then we have Veronica after her. Let me get you on mute, and we should be good. Yeah, Wing Tech. Who invited you? You can order from whoever invites you here if you want to get your hands on a
Oh,
pack
okay.
bag of Nova. All right, Dee
I
Dee.
was gonna say, wait, you won't let me unmute. Hey everybody. Okay, so I just want to say really quick that the other day my uncle and my mom were walking down the driveway and they both hit the ground pretty hard. And so my uncle was here, he went to sleep and he kept shaking his arm out. He never complains about, about pain or anything. And mind you, he's like, almost 7 years old. So he woke up, he was, really in pain and everything. So I grabbed some of the pain cream, I put it on his back and on his arm, make sure, nothing was swollen or anything. And he woke up the next morning and, he was shaking around. He's like, I said, you okay? He's shaking around. He's like, yeah, I'm good like that is. So 70 years old using the pain cream and, he wasn't swollen or nothing like that. And he was doing good. And I'm like, man, this stuff is so bomb.
Awesome. Yeah, that pain lotion is amazing. One of our members, Coach Seymour, he's another six-figure earner. He launched his business using the pain lotion. He would give away samples at work. He made some little samples, and people that he worked with had some pain, and he would say, ask him, "Do you want to do something about it?" They'd be like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, here, try this." Gave him a little jar of pain lotion. They used it, and the pain would go away, and they would come back and want more, and then he would sign them up. And so that's how he launched his business back in 2019. That's how potent pain lotion is. That's what I used when I came home from the car accident. And for those of you who know, I was moved to Vegas, drunk driver rear-ended me on the freeway. I fractured my spine in three places. I fractured my ribs. I had lacerated spleen, contused my lungs, had traumatic brain injury. I was hurt badly. When I came home from the hospital, that 3 days after the accident, I didn't use the medication they gave me. They gave me OxyContin and methylcarbamol. I didn't use those. I used the pain lotion just on the areas where it was painful. My wife had to rub it on me, of course. And then I used black seed oil to also stop the pain, and mind, body, and soul to remove the inflammation. And my body healed a lot faster than doctors anticipated, especially the inflammation and the brain injury I had. So, but that pain lotion is amazing. It's amazing. So thanks for sharing that, Dee Dee. All right, we have Veronica here. Welcome, Veronica. It's been a while, so I'm glad you're back with us. You should be able to unmute. Let me see that, so you can go ahead and share. I just asked. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to be back. Oh, what happened? Am I
You're
still on?
here. Yeah, we got you.
Okay. I just didn't see where my Zoom went. Okay. Well, just a quick testimonial. Uh, my son, he kind of always have um trusted my natural health remedies ever since he was a child. And, he was actually born with GERD and a stomach condition. And his pediatrician kept it at bay until my son became an adult. But then when he went to college, and they expanded it. So he went back to his pediatrician, but he passed the pediatrician passed away. So we have been going to doctor after doctor, gastroenterologists, and all of these different specialists trying to find someone that was as good as his pediatrician in managing his conditions. And it was it wasn't until we decided to change hospital systems, and this new family doctor that I had been going to, that's open to natural things and helping you get your diet under control instead of increasing your diabetes medicine. She referred him to a gastro clinic, and I wasn't able to go with him to his initial appointment. But he comes home with this paper, and he says, "Mom, do you have any of this stuff on this list?" He said, "Because she took me off all of my medicines that the other gastro doctors had him on. Um, and she canceled um, the studies that they were going to do on him that would have to put him to sleep. And so, since his dad passed away in that hospital, he didn't want to be put to sleep in that hospital for any test. That's why we changed hospital system. And so they canceled those tests, took him off his meds. And when he handed me the paper that she wrote out different things, two of the things on it was black seed oil and castor oil. And so he said, when the doctor wrote all of these different things on there, and he said, "I'm sure my mom has this at home because she got everything." So I said, "Yeah." I said, "Now, see, I've been trying to get you to do the colon thing or this and that." And so he actually started on the black seed oil immediately because I had some, of course. And um, his condition started reversing basically within 24 hours. So he took it for like every day for a week. And then it got to the point to where he had to cut back on it because it was working too good. So he takes it like every other day, sometimes once or twice a week. And he has not had a flare up at all of either of his conditions since he's been taking the black seed oil. And I was just so happy. I said, next time you go to that doctor, I'm going with you because I got to shake this lady's hand, give her a hug, that she took him off of those meds. She said he's 27 years old. He does not need to be taking this. Plus, your body develop a tolerance for it. It makes the condition worse. So we're going to try these natural remedies first. And if they don't work, then we'll reconsider medication. And he didn't have to get put to sleep to have those tests done.
Yeah. That is awesome. Black oil is amazing. I did a video a few months ago how it's for inflammation, and it's also for digestive health. It's amazing, an amazing product. And like for people who deal with chronic inflammation, it's like having a fire extinguisher inside your body, right? And it just knocks out inflammation, and it builds up. And some people works faster, some people it doesn't work as fast, and some people stays in the system longer. Like your son, he doesn't need to use it every single day, right? He can go like a couple days, sometimes 2 days a week, and it works for him, which is great. And that's because the compound in it is thymoquinone. For those of you who don't know, and that's the effective compound in it. And our black seed oil has 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone per bottle. So if one drop of it has 3.3 milligrams, and so you take 15 drops, that's 50 milligrams at one time, right? So it's an amazing product. And then you mentioned castor seed oil. Ours, Paula just messaged us the other day, just remind us about our castor seed oil. And ours is food grade, is also hexane free, right? So there's no negative chemicals in it, but you can take it under the tongue. I do that under the tongue at night before going to bed. And you rub it into your belly button. I don't know if you guys have done that before going to bed at night. You wake up in the morning time, you're gonna be ready to go. It's a great a great digestive aid. And so but our castor seed oil is wonderful. I use it with the Power Max spray. I'll spray the Power Max spray on my hand, rub into my stomach, and I'll take the castor oil and rub that on top of it, just because I know the benefits of castor seed oil, which is great. So thanks, Veronica. For those of you who don't know, I know there's guests on here. Veronica is a certified aromatherapist, right? So she buys our oils and she has clients and customers where she makes her own blends, right, for her clients. And so anytime we have questions, I have questions, I reach out to her, or she has classes that she shares. You guys are free to attend her classes. And you can learn more about the essential oil side. So thanks, Ronnie. I'm glad you're here. I know you had but a tough time, your husband not being here, but God still has you and your sons and everyone's supporting you in here to help other people, right? So appreciate that. All right. And anything else you want to share before we wrap it up? You good? She's trying to find her Zoom. She's like, where'd my Zoom go?
Oh, me. Oh, you asking me?
Yeah, anything else?
Oh, yes. I have had a very good supportive team of people in all directions. And so many people here from HBN has reached out to me, even gave me reminders, because sometimes when you're going through grief, you can't think straight. You need the practitioner needs a practitioner.
Yeah.
And I have had that. One of the ones that took my class, um, Margie, reminded me of the grief oil, which I don't have, but I'm getting. And then I was like, you know what? I can't think straight to make my own blend. I had a blend in mind, had oils picked out, but I can't, I wasn't able to execute. And so I was like, okay, what oil blend do I already have until I get the grief oil that I can use now? And so this one, let's see, which one is it? Letting Go of Fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the one that I had at my on my nightstand. And this is the one I started using every night ever since Margie called me. I think it was this past last week. And so one of the things that I had been struggling with is trying to um, take care of a lot of this business that you have to take care of with the insurances and bank accounts and just general business that you don't want to do because you see in your spouse's name on a death certificate with every business transaction you have.
Yeah.
And it would just take me out. And then the fear sets in, like, how am I going to continue living and don't have this help that I had? You don't realize how much help you have until they're not there anymore. And so this oil has really been helping me get up out of the bed, starting to pack away things, starting to handle business that I've been needing to handle. And it's I mean, just grabbing it, putting it in some lotion, and just using it every night. I've been able to get to sleep better and relax enough, not worrying about what tomorrow I have to do. It's just been amazing. So I'm back on I've got to get every one of these blends in my collection because you just never know at what point you will need it because you won't be able to pick yourself up to go and make your own blend. And so if you already have it already blended, even when you're sick or you're emotionally distressed, it's already blended for you and it's there.
Yeah, that is so true. Our season of success oils, that's what she's referring to, the letting go of fear. There's 12 different ones. And so each month there's one that's featured. And so but just because it's featured in that month doesn't mean it's tied to that month as far as you using it. So December was gratitude, I believe, because December, that's when people are grateful and thankful. But as far as when you should use them anytime, right? If you're having fear, you need to feel more grateful. You want to, you need to have your emotions picked up. This is high vibe, right? This is one of the ones I use before a presentation or whenever I'm going to have a important conversation and I need to make sure my energy is high. I'll sniff this. I'll put it in my hand, sniff it, and rub it on the back of my neck. Right. So we have our seasonal success oils are great. But I appreciate you for, being on. It's been a while. So when I saw your name, I got excited. I'm like, okay, she's feeling a bit better. I know that's tough. I mean, I know it has to be tough, but I'm like, okay, she's on the Zoom. She's feeling better. She's starting to come and be herself again. But you have our support. We're family here, right? We don't just because someone's not here doesn't mean you're not in our prayers, and we just here to support you and see you come out on the other side okay. All right.
Thank
All
you.
right, appreciate that. All right, let me get Coach Seymour just raise his hand and we should be able to wrap it up after he is done. You should be able to unmute, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. I just want to remind everybody that make sure you're on the call tomorrow. Invite as many people as you can on this call tomorrow because I got a very, very, very important message that I want to bring to you guys tomorrow. So I just wanted us to come on and say that before we ended. Make sure and invite your guests. Make sure you are on the call tomorrow and have your pens and paper ready for you because I got a very, very important message that I want to bring to the family tomorrow night.
Awesome. Awesome. That's good. So on Sundays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays we have training. And so they're all at the same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern at the same Zoom link. And so on Tuesdays, Coach Seymour and Miriam does our newbie corner and Coach Seymour does our training on Tuesdays. And so make sure you guys attend that. And this is open for guests to attend, right? It's open for anyone that wants to hop on there and just see why many people are wanting to partner with us, just because of the community and also the support and training and teaching people get for free. We don't charge for those. And so appreciate you. Gene, I saw your hand raised, but we're out of time tonight, Gina. So come back next week. I know you had your surgery over the weekend, so continue recovering from that. But I'm glad to see you on here. Gina Wilson was on here. Appreciate you for being here. But come back next week, Gina, and then we'll have you go first so you can share. And yes, I had an event today, and I'll wrap this up. So I'm in a group with people who stutter, right? And I joined that group on Facebook because I wanted to show the people in the group, the parents that have kids who stutter or people that maybe have challenges with speaking, that you can still be successful in life, because I grew up going to speech therapy from kindergarten through 12th grade. And my first grade school teacher told me, hey, Marco, I was Marcus, you need to get a job working with your hands because you won't speak fluently enough to ever have a career that requires you to talk to people, right? And so fast forward now, I do this every single day, but I worked in corporate America for 30 years. For 22 years, I was in a management role where I managed employees and departments and offices. So I had to communicate a lot, but my sometimes challenges, the challenge I've had sometimes with speaking fluently, that never stopped me from going after my goals and dreams. And so they invited me today to be a guest speaker for the group on Zoom. And so that went very well today. And so now, as a result of that, the founder of the group wants to wants me to introduce what I do to people in that group to show them that this may be a viable way for them to, have their own be their own boss, right? So she wants me to be more vocal in the group and share information about the big business there. But it went well, so I had a lot of fun, and it's all great. But this Zoom isn't about me tonight. This is about you guys sharing your story. It's not a disability in my opinion, Shirley. It's we're just unique, right? And so and now when I reading the Bible, Moses had a twisted tongue, right? And so he was able to accomplish great things, but certainly not a disability, right? Some people see it as that, but that's not what that issue is. So, but anyway, guys, any for people who are guests, if you guys would like to get these products or become a member, get back with whoever invites you here tonight and tell them, hey, you hopped on the Zoom. Let them know what you liked about the information so they know exactly how to get you started. And then once you do, if you do partner with us as a customer or a business builder, yes, Natasha, we always like to let people know you'll be in business for yourself and never ever by yourself. And as a customer, you'll have our support. All right, guys. So thank you for being here, and everyone else. We will see you tomorrow night with training with Miriam and Coach Seymour tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night, and see you guys later. Appreciate you guys. Bye.